Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing good. So today we are going to see dynamic drop down menu in Vue. So let's get started with today's video. As the view I have created is just having home that is static as of now. Let me show you database. So that's having table menus and you can see menu name, home, contact, about, services are there. Then you can go to some menus. So some menus, so you can see web design, mobile development and AWS, and it's having menu ID 4. So you can see menu ID 4, that is services, all drop down it's having. So now let's see code. So here you can see example component that you are just seeing here, some menu, and this is nav bar that is being displayed on top. So now you can see about I'm having, contact I'm having. So these are already created. And now here you can see that is static home. So first we need to get the menus from our database through API. So let's do this, and let me show you router file also. So you can see I'm having as of now 4 routes basically. So now let me show you backend code that is in Laravel. So let me open menu controller. Here you can see it's having menu model, and with that I'm getting submenu, and I'm sending that as response. Let me show you API also. So here you can see menu list, that will be our root, basically API URL. So now let me show you menu model. So here you can see menus, and I am having one function that will be calling some menus for that particular menu. Now let me show you some menu model. You can see only table name I have mentioned, and this menu ID is like a foreign key in this table. So that's the API code. So I'm focusing more on Vue code. So now let's go to navbar and let's get one data variable menu list, that will be array. So this array will be holding all our menus. And now let's mounted call our function this dot menu list. So basically on loading it will fetch this menu list. So now in methods let's write menu list, write Axios dot get. If you have not installed Axios, please install that. So first parameter will be URL. So write HTTP localhost and port is 8000 API and write menu list. So now let's hold the response, write dot then and response. Let's console this response and also catch error if any error is there, and also let's console this error. And now let's assign this response to this dot menu list, write response dot data dot data. So now let's check in browser. So you can see there is one error, this dot menu list is not a function. Okay, both name is same, so let's differentiate that. So write menus and let's assign this dot menus. So now let's check in browser. So now you can see it's having data, and you can see submenus. So submenu 0, and last one services, you can see it's having 3 submenu, and other than that it's having no submenus. So now let's display our menu. So with li write v4 directive, and inside that write menu with index, and it will be in menus, and we need one key to differentiate each menu, so that will be passing index. Now write router link, and here pass menu, and 2 will be, that is href basically. So here write name, and it will be menu dot menu name. So now let's check in db. So menus we have home, about, so it will be menu dot menu name only. So you can see home, about, contact and services, so all are visible. So now for drop down, let's copy. I'm copying this from Bootstrap. You can also use drop down menu from there. So now let's check. So now you can see every menu is having drop down as of now, because it's static I have pasted. So we will be adding one condition, right? We if, because we just want to display if any submenu is there, then only drop down will be displayed. So right, we if menu dot it will be submenu and dot length. If any, like it's a array, so we can count length. If length is greater than 0, then only display this drop down, otherwise do not display that. So now let's see. So here you can see home about services, only drop down is displayed with services. Now let's add one more condition, so that will be v else basically, because whichever is drop down then display drop down, otherwise normal menu we need to display. So that's why v else we need, so that will be pasting it here. So now let's check. So you can see home about contact normal and services having drop down. Now we will be changing the name. So here menu, now you can see services is drop down now. So now let's display drop down menu as well. So now separate out li, and we will be changing anchor tag. So here write router link in the starting and end also. So now let's change name. So it will be menu dot submenu dot name, and let's remove li and write v4 here, because it will be a loop, multiple drop down can be there. So this menu dot submenu will be in loop, and let's write submenu, and that we will be writing it here. Let's remove this menu from here. So now it's fine. Let's change the index to j, and looks fine now. So check in browser. So you can see web design, mobile, all three drop down are displayed. Change href to 2. So name will be submenu dot submenu name. Menus are displayed, but you can see no match for web design. So we need to create roots in our index.js. Let's go close this. Let's open index.js, copy services, and let's paste it. Right, web design. So this should be same as your menu in DB. So now path, right, web design, and component. Let's create one component for this. Web design component dot view. So now let's copy content of about and paste. Let's change heading web design component on also body also. So now let's change in index.js, right, web design component, and also let's import this with the same name. So it's still not displayed, but you can see now error is for mobile development, so it's moved to next menu. So let's resolve this similar way. So now let's copy and paste. So right here mobile development, and also change path to mobile development, then component also mobile development component. Then second one is AWS, and also write path AWS component, AWS component. So now let me just quickly create both these components. So create new file and write mobile development dot view, and second we have is AWS component. So similarly create this also. Copy about and paste in mobile and change heading mobile development. Also change card body, and now similar way AWS, change to AWS and change this to AWS component. So now in index.js, let's import this mobile development component, and second is AWS component. So now let's finally check in browser. So services, you can see web design, mobile. If I'll go to web design, so you can see web design component, it's showing mobile development it's going. If I'll go to AWS component, so menu, dynamic menu, it's working fine. So that's all in this video. In this video I've shown you how to create dynamic drop down menu in Vue. So if you have any doubt related to this topic, then you can comment down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.